welcome. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Virgos. This will be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so let's just jump right into your angel guide oracle reading, Virgo, and see where your strength is at this time and what's in your favor in the current situation. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. This is for Virgos. What is Virgo's strength at this time and what's in their favor in the current situation? What is Virgo's strength at this time? Virgo's strength at this time. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. What is Virgo's strength at this time? Well, we have two that or three. Wow, they just fell right out. Merkaba activation, Soul Star activation, and Emerald Tablet activation for your strength, Virgo. Okay. I feel like this is a really powerful time for you, Virgo. I feel like you are very close to achieving your goals, okay? Or a particular goal. I feel like you need to continue to be confident in yourself and to examine carefully as you continue to move forward. I feel like it's all about fulfilling your soul contracts. It's all about remembering, like understanding or remembering that mistakes are the best teachers, right? So I feel like right now, with a situation that may be present in your life, you need to examine what you have learned from a past situation that is kind of coming back around in a slightly different way. I feel like it's all about you truly going with the divine flow of things, making sure that you are working out a divine alchemy, okay? I feel like it's all about being consistent, taking time to really examine carefully. But I feel like you are truly rising up. I feel like you have to be brave and honest at this time. Knowing that, it's okay to shed the old. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take vacations, right? I feel like it's all about just making sure that you aren't allowing yourself to repeat a mistake that needed to be learned, because in order for you to ascend, in order for you to go to the next phase of your life, you have to learn the lesson first. And I feel like right now it's all about you having that balance, being the light, making sure that you are truly consistent, that you are thinking things through, that you aren't in any compulsive behaviors, or having any compulsive behaviors with the decisions that you are making. If it feels, or if you are, being pushed to make, sudden moves, then I will say to truly reflect, meditate and gain the answers that you need. Pray and gain the answers that you need in that way. Because I feel like you have been putting in a lot of work and you are truly, very close to achieving your goal. It's all about, just releasing from the old, honestly. What are the blessings that Virgo carry in their heart? The blessings Virgo carry in their heart. Wow, a lot is just coming out today. We have Arterian light codes and Temple of Truth, okay? Arterian light codes and Temple of Truth. I feel like don't be fearful, okay? Especially when it's recalling your power. When you're in this mode of speaking and self-expression, you really need to speak. You really need to be your authentic self. You really need to allow the world to see the real you, okay? I feel like it's really important for you to understand that, you have learned something in the past. You have made mistakes, but you aren't in this energy of repeating the same mistakes. So it's all about making sure that you are setting the tone for your future happiness, okay? Making sure that you are looking at the positive side of things. I feel like you have been getting a lot of downloads recently, a lot of divine signs and messages coming to you. So I feel like examine carefully before making sudden moves, but be open to the information that is coming in. And I feel like something is like coming really, really fast, okay? Like and it's like hasty too. And it's going to require for you to be authentic and be in this energy of truly expressing yourself, not being in any energy of fear, like fear of taking action is what I'm gathering. You can't at this time, that fear of taking action, just that might be a mistake of the past that you needed to learn, and you probably have learned. And I feel like that's what's in your favor, of trusting in the unknown and actually standing your ground, making long-term plans. Let's see what the guidance is for you, Virgo. The guidance for Virgo. Oh. We have the central sun and star gathering, okay? The central sun and star gathering. I feel like you are very successful, and I feel like the guidance is to just continue to remember who you are. You don't have to be, compulsive in any way. I feel like it's all about you truly, not being in any illusion based reality, like it needs to be concrete of what you are doing and how you are moving. It can't be all talk. It can't be all fairy tale. It has to be the truth. It has to be who you are and what you truly represent. That's why it's like, don't allow for yourself to be, in this fearful energy of not taking action at this time. Be bold and brave, allowing the world to see the real you, making sure that you are self-expressing at this time. You are speaking up for what you know to be right and true. You are having confidence in yourself. And if you have made a mistake, that is the best teacher, and you know it. I feel like you just need to learn. Continue to have faith as you move forward. It's that, like I said, mistakes are the best teachers. So you really have to meditate, contemplate, And, ask yourself internally, what are you looking to control? What are you looking to feel in this moment? And truly just be true to yourself. Okay. At the end of the day, the compulsive behaviors, I really am gathering that is something that needs to be examined carefully. Okay. It really does. I feel like, you know, everything isn't as it seems. Okay. You might feel like things are aligned to be a certain way that, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say that something isn't what you feel that it may be, but at the end of the day, mistakes are the best way to learn, to teach. So, and I feel like no one can actually tell you anything, honestly, because when someone has their mind made up, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, just examine carefully before making drastic moves, before trying to control anything. you know what was the mistakes of the past that you have already learned. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's all about regeneration, and success. Making sure you are checking in, that you are asking permission before doing certain things, like there is a higher power, and you do need to pray, and you do need to have faith. I get it, it's not as black and white as religion would like us to think it is, but it's the respect, it's the honor, it's the knowing that I didn't create myself, even though we have science and we have this and we have that, and we came from this, and it's so much stuff out there. But take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But we will all learn these lessons, and until they are learned, we will not move forward as a whole. Let's clarify with some tarot. What's this Merkaba activation with Soul Star activation and Emerald Tablet activation? What's this Merkaba Soul Star activation and Emerald Tablet activation? Whoa. So we have the King of Swords, and it flew on the floor. That's what I'm saying. You need to examine carefully before doing something, okay? Because I don't feel like something is as it appears to be, or as promising as it it's making itself out to be. That is just what I'm gathering. I feel like something is evil intention, you know, and that's just what it boils down to be. You need to work out of love and light. You need to be the light. You need to learn from your past mistakes. You need to not continue to try to control anything, especially when it comes to having the power and the authority to do certain things. You have to rise above. You have to be the example. You have to. And it doesn't have to be in a dictating, way. If I'm telling you right now, and like, let's just use religion as an example. It's like, if we was not created from love, forgiveness, acceptance, mercy, and grace, there will be no me or you. So to work out of this overly judgmental, evil intentions, need to control, lack of self-discipline, lack of self-awareness is truly a problem. When you are the leader, when you are in control, when you are setting the tone for what's to come next, when it comes to your happiness and others. Why the King of Swords? The Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah. I feel like it's like this non-compromising, no budging. Like it full throttle at something. And I feel like, it's really causing it's this obstruction of justice. Honestly, that's what it's giving, and on a spiritual level. So things will happen because it's like we're so naive to the fact that things are happening. Like, things are happening because of the obstruction of justice spiritually. I feel like you need to be mature at this time. I feel like it's going to cause a lot of sickness, whatever is going on. I feel like you have to examine carefully before making something, because I feel like there's some obstacles that wasn't, or that isn't being considered, that isn't being shown, or that isn't being thought of. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's something is going on, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of this energy of not being prepared. A lot of this energy of truly not being prepared for what's to come, because things wasn't examined carefully, or because they're not being examined carefully, because this arrogance and this need to rule, and this need to be the king, and this need to be the master, and all sorts of things is going to catch up. Remember who you are. You are who you are. Show the world the real you. But, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm not trying to be right about anything. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I see, and I see things differently. Sometimes it's best to take in other people's perspectives because it's truly not all about just you. Yeah. Well, you know, you need to be in your strength though, remembering who you are. And when it comes to your children, just know that they are protected and, things will be what they are. But just examine, it is what it is. I feel like, yeah. What's this Arterian light codes and Temple of Truth? The King of Cups. It's all about being fair. Making sure that, things are what they appear to be. You are being reasonable. There's a lot of creative intelligence that you possess. And I feel like that's why you're very close to achieving your goals, because you are skillful at what you do and how you do it. Continue to be responsible, but just make sure you are being fair. Make sure that you're not just putting business, but you are making sure that you are teaching and guiding. You are showing what authenticity really looks like. You are truly being the example. I know this is a world where doing things naturally just is just it doesn't taste good. And I don't know why, because in my opinion, naturally is the best way to go about doing things. And I'm very stubborn in that way because I don't like to force anything. I just don't. And when I see that is the way that we gain momentum and the way that we move as a race, it brings a lot of sadness and disappointment to my heart, honestly. Why the King of Cups? The Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like it's just a lot of bickering and, ooh. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's causing, I feel like something is a struggle. I feel like someone did something to try to intimidate someone, and it did not, it was not what it is. Now it's just a lot of fighting. Now it's a lot of news, unexpected news coming in. It's showing what the deception is. It's showing what who's been doing what and how. Honestly, I feel like it's all about reflecting before making certain moves. I feel like somebody is really worried. I feel like, you see, you don't never know what people's buttons really are, right? So if someone feels like you are bringing shame to them, and you just don't know where people and how people are going to react. But my advice to you will be to make sure that it's directed at who it needs to be directed at. However you feel like you need to lash out, however you feel like you need to retaliate, or whatever. Just make sure it's directed, because if it's not, and you send out these waves to people and individuals that have nothing to do with who have brought shame to you, it will cause way more problems than you can see. I get it. When we have nothing to lose, we don't care. We're not thinking. It don't matter. I'm a tear this mud down to the ground. But you might not even get that far. So you have to be careful and pray and meditate and make sure that it is what it is before you make final decisions, because I feel like someone is not involved in a situation that is being stirred up to make it appear like they are, because it's just giving that, you know, you need to be in this energy of recalling your power, being your authentic self, speaking your truth, and what did you learn from past mistakes? And that is just what it boils down to be. If you feel like competition is something that it brings a struggle, then you need to, make sure that is being known, that, I'm not competing for anything. But in order and that's what another thing, it shouldn't be, in order for me to gain riches, in order for me to gain anything, I shouldn't have to fight. I shouldn't have to compete. This isn't a game. This is real, or it should be. I know. I know. But in real life, in order to progress successfully, I shouldn't have to fight. I shouldn't have to start wars. I shouldn't have to start beefs. I should not have to kill thy neighbor and sacrifice everything and everyone else in order to really get my riches and gold. It should not be that way. So you need to learn the lesson. I ain't trying to. Just be careful, Virgo. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. What's the central sun and star gathering? Oh, those are too much. But look, all those just flipped over like that. Look at all that. But I see the queen of swords. That's just like, that's too much, y'all. The Queen of Swords. You need to have the integrity. Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like it's all about communicating. It's all about being loyal, you know. It's like bracing yourself for unfavorable news. I feel like that's what you need to, that's the guidance at this time, unfortunately. You know, reflect, because I feel like someone has actually graduated, you know, they have reached a new phase. So, and I just don't feel like you or a situation or a person involved in a situation, you know, really is grasping that. Is so much spying on someone that is truly the emperor, that someone is truly mastering their self, or have mastered their self or their skill in such a way that it's like it's bringing conflict to you for not actually doing the work and learning your own lessons, by not actually studying so you can pass your own tests. It's the spying, and it's the trying to reflect what you think may be what's going on, when something that's might be going on is the total opposite. Is someone actually learning their lesson, someone actually completing their exam. So you're trying to reflect what you see in another person's life to be what you think it needs to be, but it's not that. And it's going to show that it's not that. What's this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, with the King of Pentacles. I feel like you need to listen to your intuition. You need to be in your strength. Someone is very intellectual and a symbol of truth. I that's why I say, like, if you are someone that actually is true and, you know, honest about who you are and the things and blah 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 blah, you're always trying to run away and you're always trying to make excuses for what is real and what is not, then how can you try to think that by spying on someone that lives their life in such a way of being truthful and honest, you were going to then somehow reflect that into the reality that this is who they are, when you aren't that? So you can't truly reflect what you aren't. Does that make sense? I gotta let you go, Virgo. You know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is not for everybody. And I can't overly explain something that, you know, I heard someone say, don't reveal the secrets of the universe, you know, and that's a true thing. If you can comprehend it, that means you are supposed to be here. You are supposed to understand it. If you can't, then that means that it's not for you. Don't force things. Don't try to, you know, reword things. Don't try to make things be something that it's not, when you are not doing the work for yourself to reach a certain frequency, to ascend in the right ways. You aren't examining carefully, learning from your mistakes. Stay true to yourself and find that balance between spirituality and practicality, because it's really needed at this time, Virgo. But okay. I'm going to let you go, Virgo. I do hope something resonated with you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if it did, you know. And I am sending you peace, love, and light. And until next time.